welcome to my channel. Today we're going to make a chocolate soufflé. This is a recipe that I came across in one of my grandmother's old recipe books. This is actually a really fun recipe to make because it has a really cool trick at the end. And it just looks super impressive when you make this for other people. I'm gonna start whipping the egg whites, and I'm gonna add about 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. That just helps stabilize the egg whites, so they whip up into a nice stiff peak. Next, I'm going to start adding the sugar gradually while I'm whipping the egg whites. So once all the sugar is incorporated, I'm going to continue whipping the egg whites until they form stiff peaks. They won't know what you did, and it's really easy to do. So let's jump right into it. I'm going to take it out and I'm going to serve. And this is what it should look like when it's all done. It should be puffed up and tall. And this is a really fun one to make for other people because they know what you did, and it just looks really impressive. So I'm just going, take a spatula, and I'm just going, kind of gently fold it in. We do want to deflate the air in the egg whites, so we do want to be too rough with them. We re-gone, take it out, and we re-gone, check it to see if it's done. So I'm gone, take a toothpick, and I'm just gone, insert it into the center. And if the toothpick comes out clean, then it's done. But you'll notice here that they have kind of fallen, and that's okay. That's what we're going to fix with the trick from earlier. We just want to kind of gently fold everything together. And then I'm going to carefully take the baking dish out of the oven. Now I'm going to put the baking dish on the stovetop on low heat. And then I'm just gone, very slowly start tilting the baking dish to get the water to drain out. We don't want to tilt it too fast because the souffles could fall out. So just very slowly tilt the baking dish and let the water drain out. Then I am gone, put the baking dish back in the oven, and I'm just gone, bake it for an additional 5 minutes. That will just give it enough time to repuff up so that it looks nice and tall. So the first thing that you want to do is preheat your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. And then you want to grab 2 ramekins. So I'm just going to divide the mixture evenly between the 2 ramekins. And then I'm going to put the ramekins into a larger baking dish. And this is going to be our water bath. So I'm just going to set this right into the baking dish. I don't want any water getting into the ramekins. I just want it around the outside. So I'm going to carefully pour hot water into the baking dish. It doesn't need to be boiling, just hot water. I'm going to put the ramekins into the oven. These are 6-ounce ramekins. And you want to put some butter in the bottom of each one of these ramekins. And then I also have my chocolate. I have chopped up the chocolate, but you can certainly use chocolate chips if that's what you have on hand. You'll need about 1 and 2 cups of chopped chocolate or chocolate chips. And then I'm going to put my sugar in here. I'm going to use about 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar. And then I'm also going to add 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. I know that seems like a weird ingredient to put in a sweet dish like this, but trust me, it's going to be really good. Salt really enhances the flavors in this. Next, I'm going to put my egg yolks in here. I'll need about 4 egg yolks for this recipe. I'm just going to mix this together until the egg yolks are fully incorporated. So I am going to grab my butter, and I'm just going to put a little bit around the bottom. Now, you don't have to be too generous with the butter, because you will be putting these in a water bath. And so there is a chance that some of the butter can escape. We don't want all the butter escaping and then are not having enough fat in it. It's just a little bit in the bottom like this. Then I'm gone. Grab some flour, and I'm gone, put a little bit of flour in the bottom. What this is gonna do is just help create a barrier between the metal and the soufflé so that it does unstick. Next, we're going to start making the actual soufflé mixture. So I have my milk and cream mixture. It's half and half. Now the next step is we're going to start tempering the eggs. So I have my egg whites here in a separate bowl. Next, we're going to gently fold the egg whites into the chocolate mixture. Next, we're going to pour the mixture into our ramekins that we prepared earlier. Now we're going to bake this for 20 minutes. And then after 20 minutes, so I'm gone. Take my oven mitt, and I'm gone. Put it on my hand. After the additional 5 minutes have passed, thank you for watching.